YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Will, back in the building with another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you enjoy content like this, maybe consider hitting subscribe. So we're checking out another option for an immersion kit when it comes to TV backlighting. So today I have the Loycco HDMI Sync box setup. I want to also compare this next to like the Govee Immersion kit, which uses the Color Sense technology camera, to see which one is the better option. This is a HDMI Sync box, which basically will take whatever colors on screen and display them on the back of the LED strip. This is actually similar to like the Phillips Hue sync box, which costs like 4 times as much. Loycco did send this product out to me to check out and do this review, but I didn't get paid or anything. And I also have a 20% off discount code that you guys can check out at any point during this video. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing. This is a HDMI 2.0 sync box. This LED strip is RGBIC and fits TVs from 55 to 65 inches. This has music sync. It's compatible with your Google and Amazon smart assistants. You have app control with the Loycco app, non-music modes, and 55 scene modes. Taking everything out of the box, you get your HDMI sync box and the power supply, plus a 2.0 HDMI cable. Just looking at the back of the box real quick, you got your HDMI in, your HDMI out, you got a power, and then you also got the data cable. Here is the power supply. It's just like a 12 volt and it's a USB-C in, USB-A out. You have your sync box manual, which will walk you through how to set this up. You got your control box, power for control box, and you have your data cable. You have 10 adhesive strips that can help cable manage the LED strip when it's on the back of your TV. You get your user manual, which will walk you through the process of setting this all up. And last but not least, you have your LED strip. Looking at the LED strip, you can see diffusion. It should help spread the light out a little bit better. The LED strip is about 12.5 feet and is made up into 4 different pieces. It can fit most TVs that are 55 to 65 inches. The measurements are 45 inches top and bottom, 28 inches for both sides, and the corner wires are 7 inches apart. The first thought that comes to mind is I only got one HDMI input on this box, which means that I would have to buy like a switch or something if I have multiple HDMI devices. Another thing is on the back of the control box, there is no 3M to mount this on the back of the TV. So I just added some 3M myself. More than likely, this will probably be on the back of the TV as well because the data cable is not that long. I'm probably gonna mount both devices on the back of my TV, so I'm gonna add some 3M to this one as well. The LED feels like a decent quality in my opinion. To operate this, you actually do not need to download the app in order to have it sync with the HDMI box. All you have to do is click the mode button on the control box and that will automatically sync it. This HDMI sync box does support 4K 60 Hz. This is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi capable. This will be compatible with any HDMI input that you can throw at it, including like an Xbox, Fire Stick, Apple TV, computer, so on. To set this up, you're gonna plug the power supply inside of your HDMI sync box, plug in a HDMI input, the output goes to the TV, data cable is the USB-A port, and that connects to the control box. You then plug in the power supply for the control box, then plug the LED strip into the DC out. Getting this all installed is really simple. What you're gonna do is start from the left side of the back of your TV. You're gonna go up, you're gonna go over, down, and under. This TV here is a 65 inch. It was a little bit bigger than the LED strip, and what I did was try to make sure I centered the LED strip to the back of the TV. Download the app, you're gonna go to your app store and type in Loycco. If this is your first product, you will have to create an account. After you create your account, you're gonna hit add in the top right corner. You're gonna do auto scan. You will then go to the HDMI sync device and hold down the power button for like 3 seconds, and then it'll pop in. This is the main menu when you get inside of this app. So right here, you can add a device name. You can also hook it to your smart assistants like Google and Amazon. When you're in app mode, the first thing you're gonna see is this LED strip right here, and these are segments. So if I was to click on red and I'm selected on all of these, everything will turn red. If I do like this paintbrush here, and I go and I could tap now on a few of these to be blue, it made that little bottom portion blue. You can basically kind of create your own. Moving over here, this is like a more in-depth of color. Then you got combination. So these are some combination colors that's already built in here. So if I click on this one right here, you can see it took it and it's now made that gradient of this combination color. So moving along here, this is like the scene mode here. They have tons of scene modes inside of here. So if I click on this ice blue, it's gonna obviously do this effect around the TV. And I mean, it's like so many in here. I'm gonna just play through a few of them so you can see some of the scenes. Let's go. It's tons of scenes in here that, you know, you can kind of play with. And I will say I do like these dynamic effects because they are kind of like a gradient move. Some are fast and jarring, but for the most part, I think it's a good amount of scenes. You can also kind of add your own scene right here. Now you got your music sync mode. You know, the music sync modes are always fun on these devices. And again, right now it is syncing to my voice. And finally in this app, what we really after is going to be the HDMI sync function. So right here you can see you have two options. It has plan. I don't know what that does, but it does nothing. And then you got sync with screen light. And once you click this, you do have some parameters right here to choose from. And I honestly didn't notice anything, but you just hit start and now it syncs with the HDMI. Looking back at all of the footage with the HDMI sync box, I can say that everything is super accurate. The colors of this LED strip is super vibrant, super bright, but it's really not that bright when it comes to the immersion factor. Playing video games with this as well gives you a great immersion experience overall. My first pro is gonna be accuracy. Accuracy with this kit is spot on, obviously because you're using a HDMI input to determine what the colors will be. I don't really notice any delays. My next pro is gonna be, this is a budget kit around the price of $85 and it does support 4K at 60 Hertz. The actual LEDs are super vibrant, super colorful when it comes to displaying things like scene modes and also really bright and vibrant scenes. It really does a great job of illuminating the back of the television. Another pro for me is going to be that you can actually hide the whole entire kit and you can't tell what's going on until you actually look at the back of the TV. So my first con is going to be that you cannot use this with smart apps that are built into your TV. For instance, all of my TVs use smart apps like YouTube, Hulu, Netflix. Obviously you cannot sync immersion with this because it requires the HDMI input. My next con with this is the lack of options when it comes to the immersion inside of the app. There is nothing that you can adjust to maybe make the sensitivity higher or make the lights use more LEDs. So in this example right here, if you look at the lightsabers, it does a really great job of illuminating where it needs to illuminate, but I feel like it's just not enough light. I really think that this app needs more control when it comes to the immersion experience to be able to adjust the LEDs to be like brighter or fuller. Another thing that I did notice is movies with black bars do lack with the immersion kit due to the HDMI input seeing the black bars. The light is reduced. My next con with this is there is only one HDMI input, which means you can only sync up one device at a time unless you purchase an additional device like an HDMI switch. I don't want to say they're cons, but a few things to note. I feel like it's just too many cables. You have to use two different plugs on the back of your TV in order to power this up. I also did a Govee versus the sync box, and here are some things that I found out. The HDMI sync box has one mode for the immersion experience versus the Govee, which has its like multiple modes. With this HDMI sync box, there really needs to be multiple options to adjust parameters. All in all, I think Govee is a better option in my opinion due to the new feature called Dream View, which basically will take the ColorSense technology camera and sync it with all your Govee lights versus the HDMI sync box can only do just the sync box LEDs. Now, even though I think Govee does a better job with the immersion experience, it's really nice to have multiple options. This kit obviously is a better option versus something like the HDMI sync Sync box from Phillips Hue, which costs 3 times the price. This kit is also very elegant versus something like the Govees Immersion kit, which uses the color sense technology camera that obviously sticks on top of your TV, which can be an eyesore. It's nice to have multiple options for ways to sync the LED lights with the back of your TV. Let me know your thoughts down below. Which one do you think is the better option? I'll leave links down in the description if you guys want to check this out. Again, I have a 20% discount code, so if you want to grab it, I got you, bro. With all that being said, guys, I hope you learned something from this video. Hope you at least got entertained. If you did, please don't forget to leave your boy a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I'ma holla at y'all next week in my next video. Deuces.